So I did a TikTok on being a fully provided for wife, and I woke up to like 70,000 views, and there was so much conversation around this lifestyle of being a fully provided for wife, especially making the switch from having a high flying career to being a stay-at-home wife and mom. And most of the conversations were like, oh my goodness, why did you have to leave a high-flying job? Why are you now a stay-at-home wife? And the biggest misconception is that leaving your corporate career to be a stay-at-home wife is like a downgrade. And in my mind, I am thinking the true independent woman is the woman who does not have to clock in and clock out every single day and being stuck in a soul-sucking job just because she knows that her home cannot run without 50% of her salary. That to me does not make sense. That to me sounds like being in jail. So one other thing that came up when we were having, like I was reading through the comments, was around women thinking they have to say they are broke for a man to fully provide for them. And it inspired me to start this series on how to be a wise stay-at-home wife. Now, I believe that we are all created with our own human potential. And we can maximize that potential in many ways. You can decide to have your corporate career. That's one way. I had mine for 10 years, and I am now getting paid to mentor women in their relationships. And when I shared my separation story, I did not realize just how many women were going through separation. And as a stay-at-home mom, I'm like, okay, so I can actually guide women through this. Now, the biggest thing, and that's what I want to talk about today, is you don't have to be broke to be a stay-at-home wife. I don't understand how there's this notion whereby once you're a stay-at-home mom, it means you're broke. You can earn your money from your gifts, from your skills, and from whatever it is your talents are. Now, the one thing I've come to realize as I go along with this lifestyle is there are many wives who are staying at home, and they are not really doing anything active with themselves. So like for instance, my son has opened school today. He's gone to school. Okay, so I have this time between 9 and like he comes home at 3:30. There's all this time. As a stay-at-home wife, especially if you're a wise one, use this time to develop yourself. Use this time to learn new skills that you can monetize. Because ultimately, yes, it's amazing that your man has a career and businesses and whatever, and he can provide for you, but you should also be maximizing your own potential as a person. So what are you interested in? Are you interested in knitting? Are you interested in blogging? Are you interested in writing, content creation? I started off by creating content because I was so interested in this whole femininity thing, and I was getting started in my femininity journey, and that's how I was able to make a switch from being a boss babe in my masculine energy to being a fully provided for wife. Because being a fully provided for wife, you need to be in your feminine energy. So that is something I got so interested in, and I started blogging about it, creating content around it, and here we are. Yeah? So I guide women who want to, change and switch up from their whole masculine energy to feminine energy so that they can be happy in their relationships. So you cannot stay at home and just watch Netflix all through without having a plan for your life. For me, I think the gold standard is to be a wealthy, happy wife. If you can create wealth, if you can be happy in your relationship and still be in your union, for me, that's the gold standard. So it's not enough to just claim and say you're a stay-at-home wife. Then okay, what are you doing with your time? What are you doing to advance yourself? And it's different if you're still in your childbearing years where you have young kids and your schedule is full. That's okay. Maybe you have a plan of you want to look after your kids, because I know this lady, she's much older. She had like 6 children and she dedicated like 10 years of her life to her kids. Once her kids were grown and they were all going to school, she went back to now her career. That was her option. The thing is, you cannot just sit at home and just pop gum every single day and watch Netflix and claim to be a fully provided for wife. You have to be elevating your mindset. You have to look for ways to grow yourself, look for ways to create your own income. And it's not for me to scare you, but we live in a real world. It's good to just be a fully active, well-embodied, engaging woman. So you don't have to claim to be broke to be a stay-at-home wife. You should not be broke. If this message has found you, start looking for things that you can do to create money, and it's really just for your mental well-being. Yeah? So let me know if this message resonated with you. And if you're a stay-at-home wife or you're looking to be a stay-at-home wife, what are some of the things that you're interested in? Let me know. Then I'll create more videos as we go through this series. Bye for now.